Ready, and action. Hi, my name's Eric Dean Seaton. I'm a television director and creator, writer, and publisher of the graphic novel series Legend of the Mantamaji. Growing up, I used to love comic books. My dad worked out of town, and he would come home on the weekend, and he would take me to comic book shops. And it was crazy. On Saturday, I would spend all Saturday with him in the car reading comic books, which probably wasn't that safe because the windows were up, but, you know, I survived. And have grown up always wanting to do comic books, and I got a job on a show called Living Single as a stage PA, and the director at the time was married to the president of Marvel. And they had just bought a company called Malibu Comics, and I told them about my passion for comic books. So I came up with a story probably 8 years ago and wrote a script. And then I found an artist, and we started working, and we wrote and did the books for 6 years. And I just met him last year at Comic-Con when the books previewed at Comic-Con before they came out. I would direct all day, and then when I would come home, it's like storyboarding. I would write ideas and for the script and things that I wanted, and at night I'd get home and there would be layouts of what I wanted, and we'd make changes, and then he'd do the pencils and he'd do the inks. And that was originally just gonna be one book, but by the time we got done, it ended up being 3 200-page books. Full epic story, beginning and a middle and an end. Mantamaji and the story Legend of Mantamaji is about a shallow, conceited district attorney of New York who finds out he's the last in a race called the Mantamaji, who's to protect us from the forces of evil. So he's the last possible person you ever want to be a hero, is forced to defend us against an evil sorcerer who's been resurrected in New York City and is posing as a religious leader. All this will be weapons, guns, ammunition, stuff. We'll do an opening shot. Crane will come up. It's the opening scene of the first book. The scene takes place in a warehouse, and there are these gang members called the New World Knights who are, by night, they work for Sirac, and by day, they are disciples of Hope, which is what Sirac calls himself, Brother Hope, by day. And so they wear these masks, and they have, over the last few years, assess this huge arsenal, and they're taking down other gangs and all that. And no one's ever been able to catch them. There's no digital print of them. They're good internet. There's no physical print of them. It's just a rumor that these New World Knights exist. Coming over, we'll do all the opening, and then we'll jump back into the fight stuff. I figure tomorrow morning I'll tell you the rest of the stuff. There's a rocket. That's enough for today. So, rocket launcher. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So I think. After we do the running morph, once we set up the crane and figure out how much distance for the landing and the going upside down, that'll determine where the fight starts, right? Yeah.
My name's Philip Michael. I'll be playing Elijah from Mantamaji. I'm originally from London, the UK, and I'm here in LA.
So we got Philip, who is an actor. He was in Mamma Mia and a stuntman. And he signed on to do it. And from that moment on, we had a deadline and a date. Yeah. Like, where is the popcorn?